Okay, so here we are again. So we cut the clear pieces. They're cut in exact same pattern as this. These were cut, and we cut a pocket out 2/10 deep. So we did that so we could put the LED in here facing up, which invariably means it's going to face down when it's sitting on top of the clear. Then that's going to backlight the clear and give you the look you're looking for. So now you take your LED strip, and you can use almost any kind. I had some stock laying around from flexible LEDs that I got. So I'm using this thin because instead of having one solid piece down the middle, I'm going to take and border both sides in the hope that it'll give it a really crisp look when it's turned on. And we'll find out here in probably about an hour. So I'm going to glue, well, actually it's got tape on it, but once I know it's good, we're going to glue it. We're going to glue this along the edges. And it doesn't have to be perfect symmetrically, because no one's going to see it. You know, it's going to be underneath and inside of the logo or sign or whatever you want to call it. Now you can also cut this and solder it in case you have to have interruptions, because at some point I'll do this part, but then we're going to have to do the airplane. So you're going to have to use a separate piece because you can't continue this into here because there's no channel here. So it's going to work out really well. I'll come back on when I get it done pretty good and you can see. Thanks. All right, well, good news and bad news. I got this part of it LED'd on the back. I did it temporarily so I can see how it looks. And you can tell it's really, really, really going to look good. So you kind of get the feel for how it's going to look. Now I put an aftermarket controller here so that I can dim it or brighten it. You can see the different variations you can have, all the way up to bright or a fade or flash. I mean, that's the beauty with these LEDs, you can do almost anything. So, but the problem I'm having is that I didn't want a yellow LED. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm probably going to take the yellow back out and put a bright white. Because yellow, I mean, it looks all right, but it's not really fitting for what I'm going to do. So I have some much brighter LED strip, but it's very wide, so I'm not going to be able to put it in the same way. So I may try to see what happens with just a strip. Now I'm going to dim this down, and then I'm going to show you how the LED looks once it's in the piece. See, that's how you do the LED so that it comes out really cool as you border it. So I'm going to have to try the thicker, brighter, and see if it emanates to the edges so it gives you the best outcome. Anyway, back in a bit. Very, very bright. And I'll just show you. Oh, it's gonna be that way now. Oh, there it is. That's all the way turned down. So if I turn it all the way up, I mean, that's incredibly bright. So I'm gonna try, I've already placed it into the housing. So I'm gonna try to flip the housing over and see how it looks at this intensity and see where we can go before I put it on the plane. So I'll be right back. All right, here I am. So we put the bright white double strip LED in. And I'm telling you, it really, 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 really works. So what we have now is 50% brightness. And keep in mind, the airplane is not done yet. I wanted to see the outside to see how it would work. But that's 50%. That's 100%. And that's 10%. So, you know, you either put the controller on it or not, but all right, we're back. So I went with the bright white, extremely, extremely bright LED, and I just ran one row down the center, and that really, really, really seems to have done it. I think this will be good, because I think that's great. So now this is all just testing. So now I'll permanently apply the LED strip with super glue, and then I'll route the wires outside, and then I have to do the other side. But this is really, really gonna come out decent. So anyway, thanks for watching.